How can we get a man to chase you when he's only texting the bare minimum? You like him, you feel the vibe, but he's not giving you a ton to work with. Now, warning, you may not like this advice, but it will be helpful. So let's get clear on what is bare minimum texting actually. Because first, let's be honest, bare minimum texting is horrendous. It's usually him saying, hey, you responding pretty much immediately saying, hi, how's your day going? Him 4 hours later, good. You, what are you doing up to tonight? Him, next day, not much. And you're just like, yeah, how do we actually get a connection with this guy? So here's what you're likely telling yourself. You're thinking, he's swamped at work, maybe he's not a big texter, he seemed so interested when we met, but what happened? Or maybe you're thinking, dang, I'm cooked, this guy ain't doing nothing. I should just send this guy a massive paragraph detailing how this is not my standard, how I'm angry, and if he doesn't shape up, he's done for. But let's talk a little bit about what's likely actually happening. Because, relationships and, it doesn't scale well online to just say that there's a lot of nuance. So now before we come to conclusions, let's be a little bit delulu. Maybe an ex resurfaced. Maybe he's dealing with that. Maybe work is actually crazy right now. Maybe he's genuinely just not great at texting, but he's amazing in person. And this is especially true in the dating process. You don't know his full situation yet. Maybe you guys just started. So he doesn't have a lot of commitment to you. But here's what we can do. Right now, in this moment, you are not getting the communication that you want. And whether it's because he's busy, distracted, or he's just not that interested, the solution is the exact same, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Dating is more gray than black and white. So let's give a fair shot at love, and before we make all these harsh judgments. So a lot of people, they'll say, just stop messaging him. Go ghost. Don't match his effort. But I like a more balanced crack at it. Again, let's give love a shot here. You have a choice to make. You can either teach him how to communicate with you, or you can continue to let his actions show who he really is. So here's how we can do both at the exact same time. First, try a pattern interrupt. Instead of continuing the boring cycle of texting, I like to completely change the energy. Send a voice note or just call him. Personally, I think a voice note is much better. I feel like in today's day and age, people kind of get freaked out by a call. So here are some voice note scripts that I think work particularly well. I call this number one, the experience bait. You say, hey, I just tried this new ramen place and it was incredible. It made me think of the time you mentioned loving Japanese food. How's your day going? The reason I love this is a little bit of date bait because you can be like, oh, we should go grab Japanese food, or oh, yeah, I do love that. And you can progress the conversation into getting on another date, right? Sometimes people, they have rosters. And I know that's icky to admit, but we want to get another shot at this if we can, if he's interested, so we can show you how amazing, or show him how amazing you actually are. So put out some feelers. Again, plant the seed and let him water it. And if he doesn't do this, we're in a bad spot. Okay, option number two is the activity mentioned. Let's say you just finished up this crazy yoga class. Hey, I just finished up this crazy yoga class. I'm definitely feeling it. I'll definitely be feeling it tomorrow. Hope you're having a better workout day than me. And then just leave it there. Maybe add a question at the end and be like, how's your day going, by the way? The weekend preview. This is option number three. And say, hey, I'm figuring out what to do this weekend, thinking about maybe checking out a farmer's market downtown. How's your week going? Again, this is more date bait because he can be like, ooh, farmer's market, we should go. Again, I like to give him several opportunities. And the reason I do this is one, because it shows your personality in a way that texting really can't. It paints a picture of you having an interesting life. Like, hey, I just tried ramen. Hey, I just did this yoga class. Hey, I'm going to go to this farmer's market. You're building a life that he has the opportunity to join. And it creates natural opportunities for him to suggest a particular meetup. And another reason I really like this is because it gives him a chance to rise to your energy. If he steps up, great. If he continues with the one-word responses after you've shown him how to have an engaging conversation, then he's chosen low effort and modeling ain't gonna work. So if you wanna do one final Hail Mary, again, giving love one final shot, you can do one final test. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. Say, hey, I don't really mind texting, but these short exchanges aren't really doing it for me. Are you more of a phone call person? So give him an option. Be like, hey, maybe he's like, yeah, I'm a intervention radiologist. I'm in surgery all day. I can't text all the time. Or like, hey, I'm really quick between meetings. Can I call you at the end of work? Hey, at the end of the day, there's always a communication style that works for both parties. So you just find a middle ground. And this gives him one crystal clear chance to step up, pick an alternative communication style that works for him, or that you guys can meet in the middle. Again, like most people will be like, oh, don't respond. Oh. Again, communication, gray areas. Relationships are a bit more gray. It's very easy for people to be like, break up, break up. But ultimately, give love a shot here. And option number two, and this is the final straw, just stop replying. I know what you're thinking, but what if he thinks I'm not interested? Good, let him wonder. If you modeled good communication, you gave him multiple opportunities to set a date, and he's still not doing it, he doesn't deserve a spot in your phone. And if he was genuinely interested, he'll notice you went quiet and he'll do something about it. Guys are problem solving machines. If they say, like, I was only texting her one word responses and now she doesn't respond to me at all, he'll make a date, or he won't, and good. In business, we have this idea of you either buy or you die. It's like you either make the date or you get deleted. So better that he knows. And if he wasn't serious about you at all, he's going to disappear. And you saved yourself a ton of weeks of being somebody's backup plan. So why this ultimately works, the pattern interrupt, the voice notes, you're doing something that most people will not. You're suddenly not predictable anymore, and you're giving them an opportunity to meet a new communication style. And you're modeling the communication style that you once seen. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. Always happy to help.